Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing?
Okay.
All right. All right. Let's see. All right. Well, we're not inside of the NFP candle. It did go up, but this is nice that we're outside of it already. And then watch, we're gonna trade right back into it.
Been messaging you, boss.
Huh?
Been messaging you.
Where'd you message me at?
The ticket and messenger.
All right, I'll check it here in just 1 second.
Where'd it go?
It's going up. It is going
Yeah.
up. Man, I was thinking about buying, but I'm cool. I'm cool waiting. I was just sitting here watching it, and I was thinking, I bet you there's a real good chance that we end up trading back up here, right back to that NFP range. Is what we talked about yesterday. I was thinking we would start off inside of here, but since we already broke out and we just swept these lows, we go back in here and mess around. POC after the news was at 310. So right about right around where we're at right now. All right, Tuesday it is. There it is. About to go up there and touch that 310 there, and we got it.
Good morning.
Hey.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Remember I told you about that story I was doing in the block?
Clyde, your mic's hot.
That was a pretty dull open.
It really was. It just tapped right
Like it
back in.
didn't. Yeah. Like what? How much is the move? What was it? About 100 points.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, about 100. That's kind of crazy. It is. It is. Yeah, just
It's like
about the same
95
size.
points.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost exact. Right.
Yeah.
Check them, boss. Check them.
What?
Message.
Oh, all right. Hold on 1 second. I'm almost done. I'm trying to get something set up on my other screen here. Try that.
Ooh, an early Titan.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy how that happened just recently. I mean,
Yesterday didn't do nothing.
we for a while too. I mean, we just sitting there.
Yeah. You're like, wow. It was just going down, but no Titans were popping up.
Yeah,
Usually we get Titans a lot when it's going one direction like that.
yeah. But this is all right. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this for sure. This first initial range right here that we had from the not initial range, but the NFP candle. I'm basically going to keep an eye on that. I want to really pay attention to how price reacts, if it accepts back into that area or if it just ends up rejecting on out of there. um Let me go look at the dollar, or let me go check your. Where'd you say you messaged me on a ticket and
And the
on
ticket
Facebook?
and on Messenger, yeah.
Let's see. I looked away for a second, and this thing pushed more than halfway through that zone.
It's so fast. It was so fast. It's like as soon as I looked down, it
Yeah,
was quick. Sorry, I wouldn't have been doing nothing anyway.
yeah. Well,
Not at that point.
yeah. I'm cool with just chilling on this for a little bit. We're breaking the last pullback right here now, so it'd be an interesting little place to watch. I like those when
Already
it kind
looking
of.
like I'm not trading till 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's
Just the
good.
way that it came out.
It's good though, especially on something like an NFP day.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Are you streaming this now, Ken?
Yeah, it's on. Oh yeah, I don't know, dude. This is the weirdest thing. I don't think it had anything to do with me yesterday. I'm pretty sure that I think it was the surface that I used. I think yesterday they had a problem because yesterday after we were done trading, I was just like sitting on my computer. I had closed everything out, and I just hit the start button, and it just worked. It just instantly worked.
Oh,
And I changed to nothing else. So I think I think that that's what had happened. I think that there was just like a little outage or something like that. Something similar to that. Yeah, so Yeah, what I'm really enjoying though about recording these is Sheldon's really the one that said it most of the times, but Sheldon was mentioning one time, he was saying that we get into conversation sometimes on certain things, and just in conversation as we're talking, we get to talking about something, and those moments should be recorded. So what I've been doing is I've been putting those into um well, I'll basically review them, right? I'll review them and look for certain areas, and I've even put the transcript into Chat GBT, and I have it search for teachable high value moments. And so you guys might see, if you go look on Facebook, I've been putting these little videos on here.
Yeah, yeah.
What
Is that what ChatGPT caught?
Yeah, well, some of them I'm trying to get a workflow down, because I figured, look, with me doing this STS and everything, I need the videos and the stuff. That's what everyone's doing, is these short videos. So ChatGPT is pointing out some of them, and then I've tried to keep a little notepad here to where this part hasn't really been working very much, because I don't think about it when in the heat of the moment. But I've been trying to write down like an hour and 30 minutes in, right? And that way I can quickly go back, or just put a little note, like we were talking about something at this point. But you guys definitely keep an eye on some of these, because they're, like I said, they're teachable moments. So any type of little moment where I think that there's a lesson in there, I've been trying to clip those little parts out. And then that also gets rid of, how me and you were talking about disclaimers and making sure, this and that.
Yeah.
Like, this live trading is, very soon it's going to be mentorship only, right? Like I intended it to be. I allowed everybody to have access to it, because I wanted to show everyone what we were doing, and also I wanted as much feedback as humanly possible. And so we've got a pretty good flow now. I'm comfortable with what we're doing, and making improvements from here. So yeah, the
Are you
live.
going to, when it's mentorship only, are you going to stream it delayed at all, or just not at all? And just have like the little clip sections of like good moments or something?
Probably just a little clips. Yeah, probably just a little clips, because I've done a lot of thinking, and I think that one of the biggest values in the mentorship is the live trading. Just the ability
I agree.
just to know that you have the ability to show up, and you have somebody or some people there every single day. It becomes routine. If it's really an amazing thing to have a really good group to be able to trade with. Not because I don't know how much you've been out there, but there's some really toxic groups out there. And then they're the real flashy ones, where they're just like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There's trading, and then there's glamour trading, or if that's what you'd call it.
Yeah, the glamour trading, they try to get to join their Telegram group, and then you got to use their EA bot on their
Hmm.
broker with their link, and
Hmm.
it usually ends up blowing your account. and
Sooner or later, yep.
and
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 then
it's
and then they
funny,
do it all
some
over
of those,
again.
yeah, some of those people, I say, oh yeah, that's great, you had a good day, can you show me 1 month of verified MyFX book? And it's in silence, they never answer.
Yep.
Anybody can show a
And then you
great
get
day.
blocked. And then you get blocked, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, in the next few months, I've got some really good plans, and I'm really happy with the progress everyone's made. I feel like we've got a really good core group, and I want to put all my focus on us, right? This little core group. This is exactly how I wanted it to go. Get those payouts working, get everybody moving in the right direction, and then take it to the next level. I mean, there's so much stuff we can do. And then, like I had mentioned, once we get people getting a little bit of payouts and things like that, I'd really like to bring the core group together and start diversifying our investments, right? And again, just a core group type of thing. I've got some ideas for some ways to where we can all make some money passively, and things like that. So I'm really excited for it.
It looks like too over the last few days, there's been quite a few people that have taken advantage of the cheap Apex accounts and then just like passed them, just kind of went gung ho and passed them.
Uh-huh.
I know Cedric passed a few, I passed a few. I think Clyde or some other people passed some. And that's why I made a joke. I put, okay, I passed these, now back to normal trading. Because you pass them, and like I passed two yesterday and I didn't take them at the same time. So like that was even harder, right? To pass two like in two different sections, not group trade it at once. So I was pretty happy with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you on that. I know that I don't typically encourage people to, over leverage and things like that.
For $20.
Yeah, but for $20, I mean, come on, and especially considering I really hope that the people that got the deal, that they're able to end up doing, like, maybe in 2 weeks or something, they do a deal where the performance accounts are cheaper. I don't know if Apex would let something like that slide by, because they're about their money for sure, but it would be cool. All right, we
Yeah, I
just
think it was like $86 all in for a 25K account, which you can't beat.
Yeah. Guys, we just swept the session low. Let me see what that looks like. We still have very aggressive selling. So this is actually the first time I've looked at this chart. Look at what's going on here. Lots of selling throughout the entire session. So from here to here, lots and lots of selling. Kind of looks similar on MNQ. Lots of selling and lack of follow through. So what you've got is a lot of sellers coming in and price is not pushing down. So that means somebody is probably absorbing that. And what we just saw may have been the opportunity to get in long. And I might have been a little late on there, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, because this is how I would have done it. If I would have been looking at the chart, I would have been looking for opportunity right down here as it swept that low, and then I would have wanted to trade it back up to the POC, which, God, it would have been $1,000 trade, and it's flying past POC. I definitely missed that one. That was
I caught a bit of it on the up candles that we're in right now, but I got out way too early.
yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. That was a perfect um
Sweet.
opportunity there. Yeah, because see,
That was nice.
I risk 500. So what would have happened on here? I'll break it down. So what happened here was, first we swept the low at open, then we swept the session low just now. With the selling pressure and lack of expansion, I would have watched this. This candle would have closed, and I would have said, "Ooh, there we got the sell." But then you see the change of hands where the buyers stepped in right here, and because it closed up here, I would have just bought the open of this candle, and I would have put my stop below this value area right here. And I mean, look at this. We're at 225, the midpoint, the VWAP, under the POC, and under the value area low. Every single thing was lined up for a buy here. And so I would have entered here, and it would have been a perfect $500, $460 risk. And I could have traded, at least up to POC, or up to here, which
Hey,
is
so
885.
Mm.
what you got going on here?
It's a good one, but it's all good.
Oh yeah, we're done. Yeah,
We'll get one.
I'm like,
Mike's open.
you like, nah, I'm just
I boot him.
There it is.
Let's see if maybe oh, I see. Yeah. We're back inside of that. We're back inside of that range. Let me go look at trading view. Still yet to get another Titan. That's crazy. These days, some of these days are like that though.
I think we got news again coming pretty soon.
Oh, look, there's a Titan just set up right there. Delta looks weird to me.
But Ken, that Titan looks like it's at the top of the zone range.
Oh yeah. I'm not taking that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take that at all. We need to touch this high before anything else.
You know what time the next news is?
Oh wow, look, it pushed. Let me see. Wait, what did you say? Do I know what time what is?
The
Is that
next
any
set of
news?
news is. It should be some more news. I think. I don't know what time it was though.
Let's see.
Just as we said we shouldn't take that Titan, it blew right past us.
I saw that. There's a little bit of news. There's a little bit of news at so let's see, 8 o'clock my time. Something coming in here in 9 minutes. That's a yellow folder. Super fast release. I wonder what that means. Super fast release. It literally says super fast release. And then unusual activity live webinar, whatever that is. I don't know. So it's all within the next few hours. Not anything major besides Trump talking later at 12, which will be 2. Okay, so we have officially touched the high now. So let's see how it reacts here. What would be really nice is to see price if it turns around, right? If price turns around right here, see it come in
8 minutes till 10.
retest these areas. Yeah, right on time for 10 too.
Yeah.
By the way, I caught that Titan, and the reason why I looked at that and justified it was because I looked at that 5-minute time frame, and we had a zone, like a buy zone, pop up right before the Titan. So I was like, oh, this looks like it's gonna go up, and it was also. Yeah, and it was in trend too. So I was like, okay, this is looking like it all lined up. The the quant trend on both time frames. So any trade can go any way, but I felt like that one was gonna work. So I got lucky.
Yeah, no, good job on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at that too. Everything was lining up. The only thing going against it was at the top of kind of another zone. So, but still,
Yeah.
it did break out of that 5-minute green zone.
Yeah, 100%. And you're right. At the top, that's always like one
Riskier.
deterrent. Yeah, it's one deterrent every time. And I try to only take on TP1, like the first TP line, but in this case I was like, this is gonna zoom past it, and I hit TP1 on that one. But yeah, you're right. Like at the top, it's super risky. I don't know. There was just it lined up. It lined up in other ways.
As long as it made money.
Yep.
Every trade is a little bit different. They're all, it's not always absolutely perfect. And then, you know what the thing is, they win and they lose. That's
Exactly.
the truth. They really do. They win and they lose. You don't always know when, it's when it's going to happen, but if you stick to your plan, over time, you'll know if it works, and then you'll just keep doing what you do. Everyone trades a little bit different, and that's perfectly fine. I finally just took my first trade. I just snagged a quick little piece of that move down. I mean, real quick. I traded when it broke the low of this candle, just right down to here. So it was like literally 20 points. So
yeah,
got me on the board. Got me on the board. Now we'll wait for another one. I'm gonna real quick, run across the street, drop my son off at school, and then I'll come right back. It'll be about 5 minutes. I got you, Cedric. 1 second. Okay, I'll be right back, guys.
Got another Titan. Another TP1, almost TP1. Hit the 50%. Looks like we're near the session value area high. This thing might go to that 25,500 volume level.
I missed all the fun. Damn.
You did miss all of it. You missed a good amount, but you didn't miss all of it. The day's still young. It's barely about to hit 10. You might be here just at
Yeah.
the perfect time.
Okay. I was sitting there looking at the charts. I was on this phone call, but I was sitting there watching. I'm like, damn.
We did miss that sweep low. We did
Yeah, I
miss
did, and I
that.
missed
At the beginning,
open
yeah.
candle
I was at
at the beginning.
47, 46, 47.
Here we go.
And 10 o'clock. What's it gonna do?
It looks like it's wanting to push up, but having a hard time.
Excuse me.
If anyone has CVD pulled up on Trade of 8, I don't have mine pulled up, but that'd be a good way to see what's going on.
I
See the
do.
delta.
And
You do.
it's interesting because I'll take a screenshot and put it in chat. The
Yeah.
micro and the the mini M and Q and versus the NQ,
Yeah.
they're totally different.
Oh, divergent. Yeah, that's crazy. I've been
And
noticing
it's
that
weird.
too. Yeah, I've been noticing that too. It's like kind of completely separate charts.
Yeah,
Completely not related.
it kind of throws you off. It's like, what do you do, right?
I know, big time. Yeah, how do you work that? How do you work those? Yeah.
How do you work that? Yeah.
Because like you don't have confluence. The things that normally would keep
Yeah.
you confident. Yeah.
So
You know?
I just put in the chat, the left one is MNQ and the right one is NQ. You can take a look. They're totally different.
That's crazy. Let me see.
Hey Matt, for your CVD, do you have that set to chart or do you have it set to a specific time frame?
I just use the default, and it just goes to whatever time frame I have the bar chart on.
Okay, because some of them it'll actually go up and down, like moving like a chart, and then some it just stays in a straight line. It's weird, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, you could ask Ken about that. I just use the I think that's what Ken does. He uses the default. But yeah, I'm just looking at that picture I put up. I mean, I'm gonna have Ken look at that. That's just so different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is weird.
I think we're dropping down here.
Looks like it, eh?
Yeah.
We could come back to my session point of control is like 279 or 278.
Yeah, that's actually really close to the what is that? Yesterday's session low.
Yes. Yesterday's session low is 287.
Yeah, very close to that. There could be
Yeah.
a little zoom there. At least that would be a target. You know, there's an idea there at least.
Yeah.
But what a retracement here. It's like consolidation really quick.
My 1 minute chart, I got a support line like at 324. If you look, there's a bunch of candles that kind of line up right about there. And it hit that and just bounced straight up, and now it's going up right off that.
You created a zone there earlier, or were you looking at a
No,
zone?
I just have a simple on my trading view support and resistance lines
Okay.
that I've added on. I use the zones, but I use that on just a totally separate chart by itself.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Otherwise, there gets to be too many indicators on the one chart.
Yeah, it does get a little crowded. One thing I noticed also was this that support line right around 314 is actually in line with the candle from like 850. It looks like 850 exchange time. That is. So that would make sense.
Where are you getting what is it? A support line?
Yeah. So when you were saying that it just bounced right off that line that you had on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually fits in line with that 850 candle that just shot straight up into that Titan.
Yes.
So it kind of has some logic behind it. You could say that looking at your levels there, you had a support line right there, and it just bounced straight off of it. Yeah.
So Ken, I see you back. If you look in the chat, I put someone wanted to see the CDV, and the left is MNQ and the right is NQ, and look, they're just totally separate. I mean, totally different. And we can't hear you talking.
Yeah, I see that. That is
Like
something
it's so different.
Yeah, look at. Are you on the new contract, on the March contract, or no?
Yeah, I'm on the new one.
Okay. Oh man, there was another freaking trade right
Yeah,
here.
mine rolled over too already.
Yeah, so this is the new one. So see, this is this is NASDAQ over here and MNQ over here. I think we're gonna go and put in higher highs right now. Let me just take a look.
There was a Titan that won while you were away too.
I saw that. Yeah, right perfectly to the TP2. Like right above it. We're at weekly VWAP right now. We're kind of wedged between daily VWAP and weekly VWAP. Above the value area high. Delta's still pushing. I don't know, man. If it keeps doing what it's doing right here, we're gonna have a big sell-off at some point. It's always like it.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's all good. I wasn't really saying anything.
I was gonna ask though, if your CVD is set to chart, or do you have it set to a tick interval or something like that? For trading view.
Yeah, let me see here. Ooh, look at that. It popped quick. 97. I just snagged that Titan trade right here. Came back and snagged a little bit of it.
So did I.
My CVD. So CVD only works one way. Where are you seeing these types of options?
So if I double click on it and it goes to anchor period, the anchor period could be chart, one tick, could go up to seconds, minutes, hours, days, months. That's kind of what I'm looking at. Then also it prompts you for a custom time frame, should you want one. So I was just curious what you have it set to, because for example on NASDAQ it shows as just like a static line that's showing candles up and above it, but then for MNQ it's showing it kind of like an actual line going up and down.
What platform are you using? Which platform are you using CVD on?
TradingView.
Okay, so I hate to tell you this, but TradingView CVD is absolutely garbage. It's not even real. It's those options are not a thing, because CVD is cumulative volume delta, and how it's calculated is simple. It is net buys minus net sales, and that's it. So it actually has to, in order to accurately do the right thing, it has to actually be able to have the bid and ask data. So it needs to be, you need to use it on a platform like Tradovate, Addis, something that has actual bid ask data, Sierra charts, anything like that. I use Addis, and I've got a link if you want to to check it out. I've got a link. You can do a free trial. It is a little bit of a learning curve. What I'd recommend is get started on Tradovate. With Tradovate, if you're using Apex, it's free because you get the Order Plus add-ons. So it's free on Tradovate, and it's true delta. So just to clear it up for anyone else as well, CVD on TradingView, all it's based off of is uptick and downtick data, meaning each time a tick comes in, up or down, it counts it as a buy or a sell, and that's not accurate because there could be, it's just not accurate. So
I appreciate that.
I wouldn't even use it, man. I'd love to say you could kind of use it, but I don't even think it's worth looking at on TradingView. So if you do need help, I can help you. I'll walk you through setting it up on TradeOvate. I can do that in a few seconds if you want.
I should be able to figure that one out. But I mean, if I do have any issues, I'll give you a holler.
Yeah, and in the course, if you'll go and log in, I'll show you something real quick. Too bright for me right now. If you come into courses and click on the Elite Plus Mentorship and go down to the very bottom, you'll see trading order flow in TradeOvate. If you'll click on that video right here, I've got about a 45-minute video on footprint charts and CVD and how you should use them. And I'm also working on a complete new order flow course that's going to cover everything order flow. So you guys will have access to that here pretty soon.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do the awesome job on the order flow course. I wanna make that really impactful. I think that with what we're already doing, and if you guys add a little order flow to it, it's gonna be game changer, next level.
Yeah.
All right.
Amen.
Yep.
Yeah, I wonder if we're creating a range right here.
It looks like we just swept the low of that one. So I would normally be looking for buys right here, but man, the delta is just, it keeps pushing down. So I think sooner or later here we're gonna get a massive sell off. If the sellers keep selling, then that's what's gonna happen. It has to. This was our NFP range right here. That's why I've got this marked up there, just to keep an eye on things. I think I see what you're talking about, where we've got kind of like, I'd say this is our high.
Yeah.
And like the lows, like maybe in here. Yeah, so we came up, we came down, fake break, fake break, fake break, fake break.
Got a couple 5-minute extreme sells. One that already hit the take profit, and one it almost hit take profit. It's just right at the entry right now.
On extremes, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
5-minute.
Yeah, I can see that. It feels like a good day. I think let's see exactly where I'm at. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's definitely time to switch over. I just logged into TradeOvate for the first time this morning, and all of my NASDAQ, oil, gold, all of them are saying there's more volume on the new contract. So it is most definitely time to, if you're on TradingView, I would make sure that you're looking at the March contract and not the old contract, because well, you're going to be trading.
So that roll forward was about.
Yeah. There's no reason to even be looking at the old one at this point.
How can you tell on TradingView?
It automatically transfers over for you on TradingView though.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
okay.
say
The NQ exclamation point is going to draw on that one or whatever. NQ1 exclamation point.
Yeah, but it only rolls over on the expiration date. That's the
Right.
problem.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's already rolled over, but it shows that big gap. I mean, it's fixed, but it shows the gap on that one if you just look at it. It's the same though, but it just has that big gap on it.
What's the rollover date, Ken? I don't think it's rolled over yet.
The rollover date, I believe, is the 24th or the 25th. But let me just check here, and I'll double check. I'll double check it because I know, like you said, there's gonna be a gap on it. So here's the continuous contract right here, and let me see if the price is the same. Because yesterday the price was like 200 points off. So the price looks the same. Yeah, I think I don't know, man. I don't know for sure. I feel like there's a button somewhere that will tell me what I'm actually looking at here. You know, like I feel like there used to be like a little button that would show up that would say, you know, like, yes, you're looking at NQ, but you know what I'm talking about. It would reference the actual contract. Let's see, security.
Yeah, we were saying that yesterday. They're not telling me.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's rolled over. NQH, right? And that's our new one, right? NQH. Yeah, it's rolled over on TradingView. So if you click on security info, you'll see right here current contract is NQH. So between yesterday and today, they must have rolled it over.
But Ken, weird. I'm looking at my symbols and I'm looking at NQ1 exclamation mark, which should be the same as NQH. Oh, it is. Yeah. Okay, you're right. It is the same volume. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah, look, and if you look at my screen, you'll see it's
Yeah, it's the exact same.
Cool. All right. Well, then that solves that. We don't have to worry about it. We're hitting VWAP. I was thinking about selling this trade right here, but we just hit VWAP, so I guess I'm gonna hold off on it, and then I'm gonna look for another one. I'm gonna catch this sell. I guess what I'm waiting for now is maybe price to run up one more time. Like if it would come back up here, breaking this high, and then give an entry, I'll use this area as my turnaround area, and hopefully I can get in somewhere in there. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to do something crazy. All right, that one hit the TP1. But the Titan signals have done excellent today, huh? I don't think that we've had a losing Titan yet.
Yeah, they've been pretty good since market opening for sure.
Mm-hmm. That calls for a Celsius. Celsius time. Wow, all right. We got a full trading room here. Good morning, everyone. Let's get a round of good mornings. Who's all here? Who's live?
Good morning.
Morning, guys. Grand Rising.
Good morning. Morning.
Good morning.
Hello,
Morning,
hello.
morning.
Happy Tuesday.
Buenos dias, buenos dias.
Good morning, everybody.
Yes. All right. I didn't hear from Terrell, Sheldon, Roddy, PFX, Nick. Mia,
hey, good morning.
Where you at?
Morning.
Let me hear your beautiful voices.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right. I won't make it weird. All right.
Well, since I got set up and get going here this morning, I've had my best trading day in months.
Hey, that sounds good.
Oh man, feels good.
Yeah, so that's great to hear. So what have you done so far?
Well, I'm trading on the 3-minute chart with the Titan, and I've got the reversal and the extremes on.
Oh, so you got a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, it's
All
been
right.
busy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're gonna have more if you've got those set up. You're gonna have more than enough trading opportunities for sure.
Absolutely.
And both those 5-minute extremes won back to back.
Yeah, I saw that. So check this out too. This looks different. Oh, there's the gap. I see. So are we seeing the gap on this one? Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, I keep meaning to bring this thing out. It's the right only EVL. With I don't know what it is, but the price action we've had lately. Say I've watched. I don't. I know how. I don't need this indicator on here to see this completely. I mean, it's great, but like look at these DVL trades that we've had where price came right down to the entry, right? And I know this one. I haven't put a lot of focus on this, but essentially what you're looking for is once you get your green dot, then if you get a green dot and price comes back to the orange line, it's an entry, and this is the take profit, and this is the stop loss. So these are not super small setups either. These are like, let's see, this one's, I mean, that's 36 points right there. So they're bigger trades. May even have to go M and Q on them, or you may even have to just get them red zone. But days like this where prices really expanded way out like that, a lot of times these types of trades work really well when price will come back down. So like we're about to hit it again, and looking for buys, or even just knowing that we're in the buy zone. Like if you'll even just consider this a buy zone and just start looking for buys around that area. This is the DVL indicator that plots those on here, but you can see, I mean, we get tons of good trades off of here. That one didn't work, but
Another Titan win.
let me see. Oh wow! And I said that we were gonna sell. I can't believe I'm not part of it. I was talking about that since it was all the way up here. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna have a massive sell-off sooner or later. That 8 o'clock was crazy though. I saw it while I was driving. It just came just perfectly to the point. And for those of you that were on the mentorship webinar yesterday, shoot, I got to upload that. I mentioned algorithmic trading times and things that I wanted to look for. So look, here we have the, specific time candles, right? And is what I talked about. So here we have the 10 o'clock, right? We have another one at 2 o'clock. So we have the 10 o'clock candle, mark the price action around that. So we've got our, at the time of this signal coming out, what we would have had if we would have looked around and said, all right, what type of price action things do we have right now at that specific moment? The only thing that we would have had was this low right here and the current high, right? And so then price would have gone up, made that high. So well, we could have just basically look at it like this, mark that price action, or even if you just mark the candle, but in this case we'll go with price action. Look at, again, being patient, knowing that some things are happening in this candle. Watch how price reacts to that area. It pushed out, it came back in. That's where we would have been looking for our entry right here. Now I bet you that if I go, and I haven't done this yet, but I bet you if I go and I look inside of these areas here, there's going to be imbalances in order flow that would have allowed us to get an entry here. Now let me just go and look. I'll just bring it over here. We're all doing this. Oh, wait a minute. I did trade that, but I didn't realize that that's what I was trading. That's funny. So okay, swear I haven't looked at this before, but this is the time right here. So see 8 o'clock, and you go and you look inside of here. So obviously you've got the stacked buy imbalances up at the top. That's a freebie. or that's going to be obvious. And then we could see big sells right inside of here. So if we just mark up these areas, look at what I'm looking at are these green ones, right? How you could see multiple stacked imbalances. You see how basically the top of this candle is just full of stacked imbalances here, right? So pretty much any and all of that stuff, but really starting right about here, you could go up into this area, or if you even just wanted to focus on like that, where we've got a bulk of those in there. And then when price
Look at the scene drop. Sorry.
oh wow. And then you can see where price just came right back to it and ran off of there. So I'm telling you, if we keep watching these, I'm seeing some stuff that we're going to be able to use. And then I also just noticed something else. Let me just see.
Boy, I wish I held that Titan. Wow, would have got 50 extra points. We're right at a major volume level, 25,200.
My goodness.
Once again, Ken, it went up and it came back down to the starting of the market session.
Yep.
So,
And here
right?
we just touched our first volume level of the day.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that I didn't get any of that sell all the way through the entire range. I should have just taken one of the Titans. That's what I got that indicator for. So basically my plan will have to change. Like I was looking for the sale. I was looking for the sale. I mean, it is whatever. I got 2 good trades, so I'm not complaining. I did miss uh, probably the most obvious opportunity of the day because I don't know why I missed it, but I did. And so now what I would start to look for is divergence in the delta here. So we could start trying to find a turnaround point, right? And so what that would look like, the most obvious thing that I can see right away is all of these POC areas all throughout here, right? So obviously there was a lot of volume down inside of this area there. So we can start looking at that area, and then I can also see most of the limit orders are stacked right here. It gets a little thinner down here, a little bit lower, but that also may be because it's just closer to price. So so I'll start looking for some divergence. Let's see here. Or clear change of hands in delta between sellers to buyers. um, all right, 61% retracement right now.
What you thinking, boss?
I'm thinking, man, I want to
I
sell.
know. I can
I want,
feel it.
I want to sell, but I've been wanting to sell since the very top. I was trading up here and I just never got in. So what I'm thinking is I'll be waiting, first of all, and I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until I can see some kind of pressure. Delta's looking real good right now. Need to see some increased volume. I just had to wait a little. That's all I can do right now. Trying to figure out what this is though. I've got dynamic levels. There we go. Yeah, let's see what happens when price comes up. If it comes back to this 50% level right here, if it does, Delta's looking real good now. See if it makes any kind of divergence. So everything is in line. We have our low here, which our low was there, and then price came down, making a new low, and we made a new low. It did become a little bit divergence, right? Like we put in our delta low right here on this candle, and then price continued to go down. So there's a little bit of divergence, bullish divergence there. So yeah, I'll just have to wait until it gets a little more clear. That's all I can do. Otherwise, I'll be forcing something. Another thing is you see how like this swing high right here is up here, but we're breaking it there. So there's a little bit of divergence there as well. So I'm watching, and I'm watching closely. I just had to time it right. Something I like to look for is for price to pull back 50%, and then when it starts to come back down, I can look at the volume inside of there, and I'll find where the volume's at. So like, for example, I can measure between here and wherever price goes. And then I'll be able to see where the POC is, and I'll see where all the volume is, and I can, see if it'll hold up there or not. Like right now, we're climbing up, and we're up above the value area. Everything looks good. Putting in volume. This is good. And then once it starts to come back down, ideally, what we'd want is for, if we're gonna look for a buy, then price, let's say it comes up to here. That's what I'm kind of looking and waiting for. Let's say it comes up to there, and then as it comes back down, this max level, or this POC right here, wherever that's at, I'd like to see price react to that by holding it up, and then see if we got any kind of divergences in delta that go along with it, and hop on in. So just had to give it a second to pull back and see how it respects those areas. I can combine that with the volume inside of the candles. I bet you there was a Titan right here on like the 30-second or lower. Oh shoot, we're about to get another Titan right there. See how this is the midpoint of the day? If price pushed down in here and held right here at this POC, that looks like a pretty good buying opportunity. Don't know what it'll look like yet, but I'm seeing it. Delta's already curving down. It's already divergent.
Well, Ken, I just drew a fib level on a 1 minute chart, and when it came up like one candle ago, it touched the 0.5, the 50% exactly.
Mm.
And now it's starting to come down.
And these can barely see through the volume there. Yeah, it's looking like it's holding up. There's some volume starting at 263 down to 248, and it tapped into that zone and then lifted for 20 points. What you gonna do? Look at Delta is just totally sideways. Well, what are you gonna do here?
I think it's going to go back down.
234 is yeah, right around in this area here is where I was thinking to start looking. Let's see if it holds at this 234. If it breaks through, there's a gap in volume right below here. So we're at so we basically retraced the big movement 50%, and now we're back at the 50% level of the retracement. So basically 50% of this whole move, now 50% of this move, and all the volumes at the bottom. Let's see if this candle holds up here. I'm going to take a little swing at it and put my stop right below the low. Right now.
Are you going for a buy or a sell?
I'm buying it. I got in right at this current price right here, and I just got my stop below the low, so it's like $130.
I'm done. I took the sell from the top of that. I'm done for the
Nice.
day. That's 3 trades, $600.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Did you set up your thing?
Yeah. That was the first thing I did. 200 is my limit.
Very
Because I'm
good.
doing the 25Ks. So before I was doing the 50Ks and 300. Man, trading Titans on a 2, there's no way that this could happen, boss.
What? Wait. If Trading Titans on
There's no way I should blow an account, boss.
As long as you need to see, you need to safeguard yourself away from weird little technical issues like
Dumb shit. The dumbest things in the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trade the devil.
Right. So you need to go. Oh, I got stopped out on that try. So yeah, what you need to do is you need to go and set those max daily. Set the daily profit limit and the daily loss limit. That way it forces you to stop trading when you've hit your profit goal and your loss goal. And then nothing, because the thing is, you look at what happened to Matt yesterday. He was on the other side of it. He took a trade and it flew so far into profit and he couldn't close the trade fast enough and got knocked out of the trailing drawdown just on one move. It moved so quick, so that's
What
that's
the
that.
hell?
What
So I was looking at this, right? Because I went to go do my daily profit trigger.
Yeah.
And I put it at 600, I guess, right? And because I made more than 600 already, it says, warning, if you have set this limit or it has already been exceeded, if you save these settings, your account will immediately be auto liquidated.
I think what it means is like it would just auto liquidate any trades that you have going. right? Not like
Man, that
that.
is a
Not.
wild. That's a wild wording, bro.
Yeah, I know.
That's a wild wording right there.
It does sound pretty wild.
I do not want to hit save, not even a little bit. That's okay. All right. Okay.
All right. Well, here's my results so
Okay.
far.
All right. I read the fine print. There was a little eye thing that let me click it, and that you're right. It means that any working orders will be canceled, and any
Yeah.
positions will be liquidated. Okay. Whew, that sounds crazy.
Yeah, it does. The Apex loves. Well, I guess that's a Tradeovate thing, anyways. I was about to say
That's a
Apex
trade.
loves
You
to.
know, Tradeovate don't play, man. Tradeovate always trying to mess somebody's mind.
Hmm.
Okay, they lost one.
So, here's where I'm at right now. This is 477. That's after I just took a loss, though, on that little trade I just tried right here. So I'm at 477 for the day across all mine. I'll wait a little bit and see if I can't snag one more Titan, and then I'll probably be.
I can't believe I missed all those Titans, man. I just saw that. A lot of Titans went through.
Yeah, they've done really good today too.
Yeah, as opposed to yesterday when it was like, we're not putting out Titans today.
Right. I just didn't print anything.
Cedric, what size are you? How many micros are you trading on the 25K account?
2 and 4.
2 and 4.
2 and 4. So if I, like I said, I like to add positions.
Yeah.
So 2, and then I'll add another 2, and that's it. Like if I'm in a profitable, like he said yesterday, if it behooves me to add a position without putting myself in, what is it? Without increasing my risk, then I'll add 2.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, that's like before I would add 2 and then add 2 and then what I noticed was I would add 2 and then I'd put it because you're in Tradeovate, you would have to put it at 4 if you had like if I had 2 and then I had 4. Now I would add and that would do an 8 and I was like, oh man, I don't want to go that high. Now I'm start doubling positions and I don't want to double positions, you know. So yeah, I'm sticking to 2 and 4. And I'm really focusing on what number I'm putting in there too.
Right. I'm telling you, man,
Ugh.
if you'll be very, very, strict with what you do you're not. It's not too late to get one of those Christmas payouts.
Oh, bro. So I'm looking. I can still do it. I can
Yeah.
still do it. Let's see,
Yeah.
and then exit all positions. Is trade evades the devil. Let's get all my trades out there.
What did I say we were on? Is a NQ? Yeah, NQH. All right, where's the next most obvious setup? It's very crazy if you pay close attention to what prices have been doing this morning. It's like look. So like you had your high and you came in with a little higher high, little higher high, little higher high, a little bit higher high, right? And then a little bit lower low, a little bit lower low, a little bit lower low. It's constantly expanding, just taking each new low and then going in and making a new high. Besides the last one here, it failed to make a new high and now it failed to make a new low. So this is this kind of craziness. And look, I was almost right on that buy. I was only off a little bit. I bought what did I buy? I bought right here. see how we react to this area. Delta's pushing up good on MNQ and NASDAQ.
Hey Ken,
Yeah.
if you're up on your accounts but you still haven't passed the evaluation, and I know it expires today, I mean, you just let it ride out. I mean,
Ride out, bro.
keep going. I mean, at this point, right?
Yeah. Just and don't do anything. Don't. I mean, look at it this way. It's $20, right? So if you really, I mean, you already got the deal. That's the thing, is you already got the best
Got a
deal.
massive deal.
I seen a lot of people complaining about this deal, but you got the evaluation for $20. You can't really complain or argue with that. What I would personally do, if anything, is maybe grab a couple more accounts at $20 and just hold on to them. You don't even have to trade them right now. Just hold on to them
Wait till the
until
next cool deal pops up. I'm sure they'll have another one that's Christmas time.
That's what I'm
literally trying to
hoping
grab some right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, is that
Trying
they
to
do a
log in.
deal before Christmas.
Could be with a $6 activation right now,
Yeah.
Buy a bunch of 20K, 25Ks for $20 and they hit you with a $6 activation. $26? What? I'm dreaming.
Yeah.
What are they renewing at?
That'd be awesome.
50%. 50% is what they're renewing at.
I mean, I ain't tripping. I still got 30 days, so I ain't. It is what it is. But I'm just wondering. Yeah.
So I got that. And then I got bow. All right, boss. So I'm posting my profits and loss and all three of my trades.
All right.
I mean, my profits and loss. My profits for the day and all three of the trade setups that I took. So you could check those out for me and tell me what you thought. It should have the time on the bottom of all the pictures. Yeah.
All right.
8:02, 8:09, and 8:33.
Where'd you put them at inside of mentorship?
Profits.
Okay.
Profits and profits and losses.
All right.
Or whatever it's called. Where is it? How do I close this? Okay.
I'm taking a quick little sell. I'm gonna see if we can't take this VWAP. What is it? 265.
You say you're selling that?
Yeah.
You just had a 1 minute Titan setup.
Oh, I see that. Yeah.
And it's above my what is it? What's this thing called? I don't remember what it's called.
On the red trading zone too.
Above my quantum. My quantum's above the red line. All right, boss.
Big old
And then you just had a Titan set up for a sell. So.
Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. I'm not trying to hold this forever. I was only trying to trade it right down to the VWAP, which was at 65. It's 20 points down.
I'm not trading ish. That's what I'm doing. I'm not doing a motherfucker thing. Log it all out of Trade of 8. Paper account, here I come.
Yeah, as time goes on, you guys trading. Especially, I think it's great that a lot of us started on the 300K accounts, because if you have traded on the 300K accounts, if you've traded on the 300K account, like, you're used to making $200-300 a day is super simple. So when you go over to a 50K account, like I know
Or
my own.
25?
I had never, or a 25. Yeah, I had never traded a 50K. I only traded the 300Ks, and so that was crazy. I won that short trade, by the way.
Yeah, that's how you do
I bet you did. I just got that Titan on my paper account.
Yeah, nice.
Boom.
Man, it just hit my OTP. I had an OTP set at 800, and I decided not to be greedy, and I moved it.
I think it's going all the way back down to the bottom of the zone. Or
Yeah.
it's created the zone right here. We've been bouncing off of up, down, up, down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it goes all the way down.
You guys are entering this trade very late. Whoever's pushing that button.
Don't you push it. Don't
Those-
you do who's giggling. I
those
want to
are-
know who it is.
Those are late entries.
Is that Matt? Matt, you better not be giggling.
Nope. I got in the trade, but late. But I got out and made a profit.
No, I took profit on mine. It was a quick $75, so I'm good.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see how many we
Very
got
good.
here today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
He's getting in late.
I gotta say it.
Yep.
We're at 24 today, boss. We got a nice room in here.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, we got 25 people in here.
What a
I think that's the
perfect.
most we've had. I think before it was 23 was our most.
This was a really good Titan right here. I
Yeah,
mean,
well.
obviously, I was already selling, so this Titan popping up gave me more confidence in the trade. But then, yeah,
Activating it really was the money right there.
But you know what's
Once it
crazy?
activated, you're like, yeah, that's mine.
Yeah, if I would have actually traded the Titan, I would have made more money on this than if I would have
Yeah,
traded.
because you probably went with a 1.
I would have held it at least a TP1. I mean, it wasn't that much. I would have made a little bit more money. But this is what my day has looked like. So here are my
All right. Did anybody just see this post?
Yeah. They extended
90% off ends tonight, but the PA fee discount extends another week.
Yeah, sure did.
Nice. There you go. Right on time.
There you go. You better go buy some 20s, guys, because the PA fee still extends. Man, wish I had some money.
Well, let's focus on one account at a time.
Yeah. I'm just talking about like what you're saying. I might as well buy a couple more 20s.
Oh,
because
yeah.
they're $20.
Yeah. Now, don't put it past Apex. I'm sure they probably got some kind of a master plan.
That's what I said. Just like I was just saying. So I have the one that I'm trading now live. I have 2 more paths still, and then I might buy 2 more so that I have those. I'll be at 5,
Right.
and then just focus on passing this one, and then start dragging those. Like once I hit 1,500 on this one, start dragging those along with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's already 600 today, and 3 trades, man. Those were small. Those weren't even hard. These were not hard setups or anything. So, yeah. Once I get to 15, I'll start dragging. I'll try and drag the others.
Yes.
Let's see if I get some more PAs.
So here's all my trades I've taken. I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is what it says here. I don't remember what this little thing was right here, so that might have been a partial something of another. But I took 2 losses in a row. I'm not really happy with that because normally when I take a loss, I'm pretty good at snagging. Like if I lose one trade, my next trade is almost always like 50%
A++.
Yeah, but like what I normally do is like you see how I had 2 losses in a row and they were the same dollar amount. I don't like that. I normally, if I take 1 loss, you'll always see my next loss smaller. But I went in a little too fast and I just didn't. I don't know. I didn't see it right, and so I ended up being the same amount of risk.
Well, I'm the opposite. If you see me take a loss, my next loss is probably twice as big.
Yeah, no, not me. I go into like super.
I think I'm
low
gonna
risk
start
mode.
thinking about it like that. Now that you mentioned that, I'm like, man, if I take a loss, man, next one better not.
It don't go well for me.
Right. Next loss got to be small. All right, we're breaking another high here. We're at 61% of the down move. There's 150 limit orders sitting at 330.
You mean sell limit?
Yep.
So that means you probably want to sell away from that area instead of buying into it if you take anything. I mean,
It's, you know what, I see them there, and
Mhm.
I see them there, and I don't know how the market's going to react to them, but
Right.
it's just pointing it out. I took a swing at it, but I'm already break even. Oh, and I got stopped. I put a sell limit literally on I put a sell limit on the other sell limits, and then as soon as it triggered, I put my stop like 2 points above. So it was like $40 risk, and I was gonna go for 250, but I saw like $120 on it, and it wasn't bad for a $40 risk.
That's what I made, $120 just now.
Yeah, nice. See if we can't get back up. The weekly VWAP's up at 358. If it keeps going up there. I just got one more, but it's not even worth looking at. It was super, super tiny. 100, what was that, 185. Delta is finally switching over to being bullish on a 15-minute. So we basically have a 15-minute bullish CVD, a 5-minute bullish CVD. Well, the 5-minute just opened, or well, no, it's just an indecision right now. It's like switching back and forth. But this is the first green CVD we've had pretty much since open on a 15-minute time frame. So we've definitely had some buyers step in.
This is the first time it's opened above the quantum all day, like forever. Yeah.
Where is quantum? Oh, there it goes. Yeah.
This is the first time the candles are opening above quantum.
Yeah. You mean above the line?
Mhm. Yeah, above the line.
Oh,
That's what
I
I
got
meant.
you. I got you.
Yeah, everything else has been starting below or touching below. This last one didn't go below at all. That hadn't happened since 8 o'clock. But then it fell like a mug. So
Dude, I cannot believe how good these Titans are. I mean, I'm glad it's making for a really easy day. I mean, anyone following these Titan trades today is just easy money. It's just printing winner after winner after winner.
And Ken, like we were talking about, sometimes those titans come at the top of a range,
Yeah.
and you're hesitant, but
Yeah.
more times than not that I've mentioned that it still wins.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think this thing's gonna continue on. Looking good for going up. Anyway,
Let's
I don't
see
know.
here.
I had
10.
a great day. Who else had a great trading day today?
I'm
I had a
having a
great
great
trading
trading
day.
day. Let's
That
see.
first 30 minutes was weird, but after that, it's just been smooth sailing.
Yeah, so look, check this out. And I'm going to count them up. Here's the first one. So this is a winner, a winner, a winner, I'm gonna count this as a loss because I don't. I mean, did any of you guys take this? I can see this one. I don't know how it opened. I don't know. Well, I guess if it opened here, it probably
I
went
took that
down.
one.
Okay.
I took that one.
Okay.
That one went straight up.
Okay.
It
Cool.
just shot straight up from that one candle. Yeah.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, these are a little close. 6.
That first one you talked about for me was a loser. It went up and didn't hit target and came back down.
Which one?
That one that you guys were just talking about.
This one?
That you said, yeah. When I was watching it, it went up and then, well, I guess if actually, yeah, it did hit 0.5, I think, first before it came back down. So it didn't get to the
Okay.
full 1-to-1, but yeah.
I was only wondering because I did see it going up and down, up and down, up and down. So I couldn't really tell. By the time I looked at it, I didn't know if it went up and triggered and then came all the way down and touched stop and then went all the way back up. But either way, I'll count that as a loss because I think that might be the only one. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 Titans and let's just say 1 loss. So 8 wins and 1 loss is not bad. And a lot of these have hit TP2 today as well, at least TP1. Oh yeah, and let's check out this here. Just can't get away from this area. It just keeps on bouncing off of there, bouncing off. What? You can. You guys, how crazy is that? You can merge the TPO charts. That's actually kind of a huge deal. So look, you guys know, you see me look at this almost every day. I don't need this a lot, but it helps. A TPO chart is great for like I use Addis for volume type of things, but time is time, right? And the data is all the same. So I really like the functionality of the TPO chart on TradingView. I like how it looks, but like there's some situations where, like you take like an area like this right here. These should be merged together. These two profiles here, they should be merged together. And so I just realized, I looked it up online. You can literally, if you right click, you can split the profile. Let me see. So you could split the profile, which is cool. I don't know why you would want to do it at a specific letter. I guess that's whatever. But the biggest thing is you can merge it. So look, this profile with that profile, 2 totally separate days where the value is kind of the same. You could do it on something like that, or you could do it like on like these types of profiles here, and then merge with the previous, and then boom, that's cool. So now it put both of them together. So when you have a day like this, for example, where you've got kind of multiple distribution areas inside of one day, that's where it's really helpful. Or like if you wanted to kind of merge the last 3 days, merge that and then merge with the previous profile, and then we should have one big one. That is pretty cool. I didn't know you could do that on TradingView. So that gives you now 3 days worth of data, and we could see that this is kind of the main value area right here over the last 3 days with all the news that we've had, all that kind of stuff. So these areas here are going to be, you know, resistance areas. These areas here, let me move you, are going to be definite resistance areas. Go here. So we've got this down there and these levels up here, and we already tapped off of that area today. That's pretty cool. I will be using that. Because like especially here, see, we're obviously we have found value down in this area there, but like if we wanted to merge this one with this one, if price was to go up, we would 100% expect it to be in this area. Now I'm not big on volume with TradingView, but we could start looking, you know, at the volume that happened inside of here, right? We can see, you know, we could see that a lot of it was right around there. 70. There we go. All right, breaking that low. Are we gonna get buyers? I'm not gonna get buyers above the VWAP, right? I gotta go down below 269. Wow. Buyers stepped in.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Okay, so I got to tell you my crying story this morning. You know, I'm at work. I lost a couple of trades. However, I'm still in there. I have not lost their account.
Nice.
I came back. Actually, I probably could have. Actually, probably when it started going down, if I wasn't busy with the customer, because I was in it, but I got out because I didn't want to take that chance because I wasn't having eyes on it.
Yeah.
I would have been it. I probably would have passed it. I know I would have passed my eval. But because of that reason, I said, no, let me just do the right thing, get out of it.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I still got time.
Yeah.
I still got time. So I'm just letting y'all know I did drop, but I'm back. I'm back up. I'm back up.
Not
So,
your fault. It's the customer's fault.
yeah, right.
All right. All right. Who is this customer?
Yeah, I know. You know, why y'all want to bother me while I'm trying to trade? Leave me be. But yeah, but I just called take y'all. I'm out. I gotta go home, go to bed. So y'all have a good one.
All right. Take it easy. I'll talk to
All
you
right.
tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Ken.
Yep.
There is an interesting article that I have been, no, that I've just come across. I don't know if anyone has also seen anything or had any news about NASDAQ potentially trading for 24 hours.
What is it? Tell me that again. I don't know if I heard what you said.
Yeah, like there is news coming out is saying NASDAQ could potentially trade for 24 hours, meaning that the market is not going to close in the next coming year, but it's kind of regulatory approval.
I don't know. If you share a link with me, I'll take a look at it and see if I can spot anything.
Yeah. Let me get the link.
All right.
I read it yesterday too. It was it's going to go 5 days a week, 24 hours a day. That's being proposed.
Oh, really? Let's see. New hours. I'll look it up. NASDAQ seeks SEC approval for 23-hour. NASDAQ has filed an approval to extend its trading hours to nearly around the clock, 23 hours a day, 5 days a week. The schedule pending SEC approval is targeted for blah, blah, blah. And an additional trading session from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. What I don't know what they're saying the stock market, they're wanting the stock market to continue to be open around the clock. That's what I'm understanding, right? So they're saying a new session.
Yeah.
Well, that would just be crazy. That would just, I mean, it's whatever, you know, if they do it, cool. But man, it changes the dynamics of things so much. That would be something that hasn't been done, you know?
So Ken, I'm done for the day.
It potentially changes a lot.
What were you saying? You said you were done for the day?
I'm done for the day. I did something different. So every trade I took, I only did one micro. And I'm 17 for 17.
Wow.
It's not a huge amount. It's 314, but I'm you know, just snagging like anywhere from 15 to 25, 30 bucks.
Right.
Yeah, so I've never done like 17 for 17. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Wait, well, hold on. I was doing a few things at one time. So tell me what you changed.
Well, I mean, I'm trading only one micro on every trade. I'm not dollar cost averaging. I'm not doing 3 micros. I'm just one micro. And then I'm taking like Titans, and I took an extreme, but I'm also taking when it starts trending and the TV blast and the quantum and the CVD is all lined up, I jump in on the trend. And then, you know, when I get out, most times I get out way too early, but I just snag like the 25 bucks, boom. And then I kind of wait for another setup, do the same thing.
So you're just going in, snagging a little bit, and then getting out.
Yeah, only when the trend is like really strong, and not like at the end of the trend, usually like midway through, right?
Right.
I'm not picking the tops, but that's only if the TV blast, the CVD and the quantum all are lining up.
Right.
So yeah, that was I'm more excited about the 17 for 17 than the dollar amount.
Right. Yeah, shoot, 17 for 17 is good.
Yeah, exactly. So So yeah, $300. And I was like, okay, the market's kind of slowing down. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to I could probably wait and get some more trades, but I'm like, the market's slowing down. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'm about done as well. As soon as I'm in a trade right now, as soon as that gets done, then I am going to shut her down as well.
looks like, yeah, another Titan win too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Titans, man, they just keep producing. I'm I'm in my biggest trade right now. I'm selling. I'm trying to
Nice.
take it down
Okay.
to 243. If it'll go to 243, I'm out. I'm so close. Yeah, that's good though, Matt, what you're saying about the, like you see just getting in. It's so easy to just get in and grab a little bit of profit. If you'll just do just that, just get in, get a little profit and get out. Yeah, you keep doing that. I'm gonna need you to get some payouts and
I know.
and
Me
start
too.
start showing them off and
Yeah.
and that way everybody can say, hey, look, this is working and we're gonna also stick to the plan. All
Well,
right,
and as
I'm
I
out.
get nice, as I get more confident too with the 1 micros, then I might bump it up to 2 micros. Mind you,
Right.
I'm only on the 25K, right?
Yeah.
I think even 3 micros would be the max I would
Yeah.
ever do. Like 2 micros, though, still, like if I did 2 micros, I'd be up 600, right? I mean,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but
that's the thing is once you see, you know what would make you increase the amount that you're risking on the trade is confidence, right?
yeah,
Confidence. Once you know that what you're doing works, you're gonna then you could if you know what you're doing works and you have complete confidence, then change that 1 to a 2 and you've doubled your income. And then when you feel ready, change that 2 to a 3, right? And as
yeah.
you're just gonna scale the account. It's it literally I sometimes I just like I'll be just walking and thinking and like I go on my walks, and I'm walking and I'm like, does everyone understand how easy this is if you look at it like a math problem? And I really I'm constantly just trying to think through my mind like what can I say or how can I show, prove, how can I get people to stick to that plan long enough to where they can start getting a payout so they'll see that it works. It works. It's 100% works as long as you will stick to it, long enough to without changing, and then bam, you start to get those payouts. I guarantee you are not going to change a thing once you start getting payouts. You say, "This is my plan, and I'm sticking to it." And in fact, you even sometimes your strategy doesn't. When you trade the same strategy around the year, you just notice sometimes it works better than others. Like some months are better than other months, some weeks are better than other weeks, and when I start to go on, a little bit of like a losing streak or where it just doesn't seem to be working as good. Changing my strategy is the last thing. That is literally I'll probably lose all my money before I change my strategy, just because that's how hard I stick to it. Once I know it works, I do not change. I hate changing things. I leave everything the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cool. So you're up 300. You're on your PA accounts too now, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But they're fresh ones, and this is the first day, so that's it. And I did set my
Mhm.
my max loss and max target, which I didn't hit my max target, but I didn't come anywhere close in drawdown to anything.
Right.
And like I said, with 1 micro, once you get confident, I mean, you don't really have to worry because the drawdowns are never really huge.
Right. Can you hear me right now? Or am I breaking up?
You're getting choppy.
Okay, 1 second. Let me tell you something.
Apex extended their PA promotion, not the 90% for the evals, but for the PAs.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. So I was thinking, Matt, about micros, and with the way my mind works and the way that I trade and the way that the average entry function works with futures, I feel like if I put my mind to it, I could probably create a pretty effective um oh god, am I really even about to say this out loud? Dollar cost average. Okay. So a dollar cost average style strategy, because dollar cost average is a great it's very effective, especially with how your average order entry or your average entry price changes here on futures. It can really get you out of some sticky situations, but you've got to go in with a plan. Can't remember who it was. I was talking to somebody about dollar cost average before, and I know how it works. I've built entire EAs for Forex based on DCA style trading, but I was kind of doing more like I was trying to make a smart martingale, basically a martingale that had built-in risk. So, each martingale is not going to leverage the whole account. It's going to leverage like, 5 or 10% of the account. So if your entire martingale fails, you're not losing your entire account. You're just losing
Yeah.
5 or 10%, because most people use the whole account for martingale, and they constantly carry in 30, 40, 50% drawdown and things like that. So instead, I would rather just, I had it set up to where it was called recovery mode, where, you would take the trade, or the EA would take the trades. And then in the case that the trade did not work out, right, it was typically just small profits, like scalping, just constant profits coming in. But then in the case where it happened to buy at the very top, then it would, go into recovery mode and then try to martingale its way out. But and it would work until it wouldn't work, and that's just how those work. And so,
Yeah, it works great 98% of the time,
yep.
but that 2% is really bad. I mean, if you had a large buffer, let's just say 5K,
Mhm.
and you only started on one micro, then I think it could work. But if you only got like $1,000 buffer or 1,500, I do not recommend it, because I've done it many times,
Yeah.
and you can have a lot of winning days, but then one day will just kill everything.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, but with dollar cost average, you could do the same thing, but you'd have to do it on MNQ. There's no question about that. You'd have to be on MNQ, and or even something with a smaller tick value. But yeah, you could go in, do the dollar cost average, and predefine your risk. So that, you're going to take a position. Your original TP is, let's say, 25 points. If price moves against you 25 points, right? You are dollar cost averaging at a very specific price, not just I'll add here, I'll add there. It's set up like a grid instead. And that way, if you were trading and you bought, let's say you bought right here for whatever reason. You bought there, that didn't work. 25 more points, you would have bought right here. By using the dollar cost average, I think you'd have been able to get out like what, right here at break even, right? You'd get
Yeah.
out right here at break even, or you'd get out at your original entry with the same profit. So, it just has to be well thought out, and 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 then on top of that, try, the idea is to make profit on the actual trade itself, and use the dollar cost average as a recovery option. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll do it. You know what else is funny? I don't know if you guys have followed along on this or not, but that COTPS thing, you know,
Yeah, nothing's happening there.
dude. So, do you think that some person just got an idea and that they were just like, I'm gonna troll the internet, and and like they were just sitting around there like, hey, what if we make a group and we act like COTPS is coming
Yeah,
back?
but that's because I'm looking at that group right now in my Telegram.
Yeah.
Like, and they said like, oh, if once we reach this many members, and then it was like, okay, this particular date, it's all, and nothing's happened. I don't know what the end game is for them
Yeah.
trolling. Like, it's just a waste of their time. I mean, unless they somehow said, okay, everybody, you just got to pay a one-time fee to get your money or something. That's the only thing I could think of, but they haven't done that.
Right. Now, the only other thing that I could think of is that, Telegram, I don't really use Telegram that much, but I know that there's a lot of people that do use Telegram, and especially in the trading space. So, there are people that will like purchase kind of like lead packs that have, email addresses, phone numbers, usernames, things like that for marketing, whether it be like an email blast, or in this case, maybe they want to mass import a bunch of users into a different group. So look, COTPS, they use the name of COTPS because a lot of people are aware of who that is. And they said, share this, share this, share this. So they just put out the original information. The world shared it. Boom. All these people pile into these groups. They scrape the groups, pull all the users out, and they could sell those users, or they could just import them into a different Telegram group where they're offering signals, or just totally different
Or some
opportunity.
other new opportunity. Yeah.
Yeah. So so I wouldn't be surprised if you don't have some random user in Telegram trying to hit you up right now, or if somebody tried to add you to a group. I think I have my settings set up where people can't just add me to groups,
Yes. Yeah.
but that used to happen all the time to me. There's another winner on Titan. This thing is just cranking out winners today. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't go back and actually look at all the history. Yeah, we are coming soon. Hit 50K fast. When we hit 50K subscribers worldwide, the COTPS will come back. Yeah, this is something else.
Well, and that day is long gone. Whatever the day was is long gone.
Yeah, they haven't even posted an update since November
November
23rd.
23rd. Yeah.
Yeah, almost a month.
There are a couple spin-offs off of that are posting, but you could tell they're AI videos.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Oh yeah, it says they were going to relaunch on November 22nd, but just before activation, a new wave of coordinated cyber attacks
Yeah, what are the
targeted the
chances?
system. Yeah, right.
Dude, what world do we live in now where this is just every day we're just battling scams, and like we're just walking through life, and you want to get scammed? You want to get scammed? You want to get scammed? The internet is just crazy.
The land of opportunity
hmm
for scammers.
It's like the craziest thing to imagine a bunch of people sitting in a little sweaty office somewhere, just like typing away at their computers. It's crazy. Well, I'm gonna call it. I cannot seem to get over $1,000 today. I've tried a couple times.
Don't overtrade.
Yeah, I'm doing fine. I just can't seem to get over $1,000. I'm at 782. So it's right now what's happening is I win a trade and then I lose a trade, and then I'll win a trade, and then maybe I'll win another trade, then I'll lose a trade. So it's kind of just like going back and forth. So I'm cool at where I'm at right now. 780 for the day. Here, I'll put my little screenshot here. I've taken every Titan that I've taken has worked out for me. And then I took a couple price action trades. So that's that. Let me see. Looking at news tomorrow. We don't have anything. Yeah, so you guys enjoy your rest of your day, and I'll see you in the morning.
See you later.
Have a good one, man. Thank you.
Awesome day trading, everybody.
All right,
See you
Ken.
guys tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Later,
All
guys.
right, ladies, have a good one.
Bye-bye.